great. Well, hi. I don't think there's, are there any other para-professionals in the room? Alright, alright. Well, you know, I had to look up the word para-professionals before I came, because I was like, what exactly is that? I mean, I don't really know what that is. So I had to look up the etymological basis for the word. And I like the fact that it said that in Greek and all of those other places there, that it means working alongside of. Not behind, but alongside of. I like that idea. I like the idea that we can work alongside of the teacher librarians. We're all goddesses and gods together. Come on, you got that way. But I hate the fact that in LAUSD, it has probably been the most vilified profession. I am for my union, I forced myself onto the negotiating team for a contract. And I was shocked to find out from my union heads that the people who are in charge, who have titles that are way too big for their pants, that they look at this as the mommy jobs. The mommy jobs. Oh yeah, you know, not daddy jobs, the mommy jobs. And that the majority of us were affluent white women who just did this for spare change. Now I've done a lot of things for spare change, but I'll tell you what, this was not one of them. Now I work, unlike the rest of you, I work in a special ed school where nobody can read. Great job, huh? But not really. I came in there and there was only 348 books. They were in a locked cabinet with padlocks and chains. I got a bolt cutter, asked for a screwdriver, electric screwdriver, had to take all the doors off, open it up, and then I went, God, this is pathetic. It's really sad. So, long story short, got somebody from the school board, a little more support. They came in and they completely revamped my room. I'm up to about 2,800 books, CDs, and DVDs, all through donations. And some great support from a wonderful principal who will not argue with me about anything. She said, oh, I'm not going to argue with you about anything with the law. I know you're right. I love that. I wish my husband would. And I wouldn't be up here and wouldn't have done all this advocating had I not had the great support of my husband. And all the protest signs all over the living room, the paperwork, the books, the cartons of books, everything everywhere. But the whole thing really started when we had the dedication of my library, and it was really kind of bittersweet 2.5 years ago because I just got my layoff notice. We were dedicating my new library. And Scott Folsom, who's here, who is an online... Scott, what are you? You're online, you have your own... For LA kids, you can go to it anytime. He was the first one, not the LA Times, and no offense to Hector and Steve, but they actually picked up on it and have talked to Scott, I know, several times about the issue. But Scott was the first one to start writing and towing the line for us libraries. What have I done? Rosemary, let me tell you what I've done. Well, I've gotten up at 5:30 in the morning several times to go to about a dozen elementary schools to get parents to become aware of what is going on with their libraries. They had no idea. The majority of them didn't even speak English. And in my best Spanglish, I explained it to them. I took flyers. I had the union behind me. Why was the union behind me? Because I demanded it.
Good.
For those of you who are UTLA, or I don't know what it is it UTLA across the... I keep saying to the teacher librarians, you guys, don't sit there and listen to them tell you that there's nothing they can do. You demand it. You get up, stand up, and speak up for your rights and those of the children. It is the children who are really at the heart of this whole thing. I look at all of these kids. The only access they have to a library is in the schools. Majority of them can't even walk in their neighborhoods to a school. The public libraries don't have enough books that actually cater to what they're studying, do they? We have all rocked what we do, as one of my other paraprofessionals. Actually, I like the name video technician, if you will. Kind of like that. Video technician. It's kind of a ring to it, doesn't it? It's a mouthful for sure. But anyway, these kids really need us. And that's the thing that we need to keep remembering. It's not about saving our jobs. I certainly made more money doing other things in my life before I came into this 5 years ago. I made way more money. I've been laid off 3 times. I'm now down to 3 hours, no benefits, nothing. I don't know why I'm still there, other than the fact that I love what I do. I don't do what you do, but I've had some great mentors. And one of them is here, is Joan Kramer. Thank you very much. You guys have to stay focused on what the issue is. The issue is access, equal access. Because these kids who you're turning on to medical issues, you're turning them on to becoming an astronaut, you're turning them on to becoming a doctor, a nurse, they're the same ones. When we're all, and it's not very far away from me. I'm 63. Who knows when it could be coming, you know? I might be in there anytime soon. But I want to know when they're standing there next to my bed and they pick up my chart and they go, Miss Parrish, let's see, 1 cc of morphine. Now, is that 1 cup or 2? With that, I'm going to keep encouraging you guys to get up, stand up, and speak out for the rights of our kids.
Steve Lopez wrote at least 4 articles about the library aid situation, and so he wanted Franny to accept his award also. He couldn't come, but she's going to accept his award.
And with that, I will tell you that Steve Lopez, when he came to interview me for one of his articles, I looked at him and the first words out of my mouth were, "Oh my God, you're taller than your picture in the paper."